Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live. We're going to start this start this episode out at the 1 minute mark, like always. Let me get myself right. Let me drink a little water. Let me get myself right. It's gonna be a great episode today. It's gonna be a great episode today. Like every video, it's gonna be a great episode. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get the show started the right way. Run that intro.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
And live in color.
Yo, every time I play my intro, I just get hyped, man. I just get hyped. I just feel good. I just feel good. We're just gonna have a great episode today, man. Like, man, like here's a tip of like for all the newcomers that want to like make content. Like, yo, first thing you want to do is just create a fire intro. Just find an intro that's just right for you. That's just right for you. Just find an intro. Find a find like a catchy intro, catchy song that's just right for you, and just go crazy. Just go crazy. But anyway, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of GQTV, y'all. And I am your host, your boy, yours truly, the one and only. I am your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am the man, your friend, GQ Jamal, y'all. And this is where we review, pay homage, and just talk about shows and movies from both past and present. Man, this is the spot for you if you like nostalgia, if you like throwbacks, you just want to talk about just random stuff. If you just want to talk about shows, movies, this is the show for you. This is the show for you. No judgment over here. This is like ESPN, Skip, and um what's his name? Charmy or whatever his name is. My bad. Yo, this is the show for you. This is ESPN. This is just TV talk, entertainment talk. This is the show for you. This is GQTV, y'all, man. We're just talking about just entertainment, like just good quality entertainment. Like in every video I put out to y'all, dish to y'all, present to y'all, I just have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again for tuning in by watching this video. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. Check out all of my content. Check out all of my reviews. Check out all my skits. Go like my videos. Drop a comment. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. I hope everyone is having a good week. I hope everyone's having a good month, man. It's almost February. Well, we only have like 1.5 week left of January left. February is almost here. February is almost here. So almost for all y'all football heads, Super Bowl's around the corner. Valentine's Day is like in a few weeks. So, you got to get your girl, your lover, presents. So yeah, so February is almost here. I hope everyone's having a good year so far. I hope everyone's having a good month. Now, today, in today's episode, and it's for all y'all sports heads. This is the episode for y'all, man. This is another basketball film. It's another like basketball episode in the 2000s. This movie was this movie was a good movie. This movie was a good movie today. We're going to talk about Coach Carter, starring Samuel L. Jackson, aka Mr. Motherfucker himself. Like in every movie. If it was a king of the F bombs, Samuel Jackson is that guy, man. Like Samuel Jackson is just a phenomenal actor, man. Like in the 90s, yeah, Denzel. Denzel was that guy. Yeah, Denzel pretty much carried like 2 decades. And yeah, Denzel, yeah, Morgan Freeman. Then you got Samuel L. Jackson, man. Just Samuel Jackson. You can't go no wrong with Samuel Jackson, man. He's just a phenomenal actor, man. Like you have Pulp Fiction. Yeah, he was in. I'm pretty sure he was in the Avengers movie. I Deep Blue Sea, one of the Star Wars movies. Samuel Jackson's just that guy. That's the snakes in the plane. Like I'm sick of this motherfucking plane. I'm sorry, I messed up that line. Like I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking plane. Yeah, Samuel Jackson is that guy. He's a star of Coach Carter. Let me get my notes. I've seen Coach Carter a lot. I pretty much know this movie by heart. Coach Carter is a great movie. Samuel Jackson plays Coach Carter, Coach Ken Carter. When it comes to when it comes to Coach Carter, I will put Coach Carter in like my top five favorite basketball films, but I'll get to that in the end of the episode. Coach Carter to me is just a great film, all around film, not just a good. It's not just a great basketball film. It's just a great film in general. It teaches a lot, like the life of California and the characters. They have like different. Every character has different like stories, like backgrounds, and we're just gonna talk about Coach Carter today. So we're gonna talk about Coach Carter. So I'm gonna like look at my notes right quick. Samuel Jackson, he plays Coach Ken Carter. He's the he's the basketball coach. He really wants to um he wants his players to succeed in life, not just in sports, just in life in general. He really teaches his he really teaches the players like fundamentals, like not to like show off in basketball. He tries to teach the players like fundamentals, like true fundamentals. But for those who haven't seen Coach Carter came out in 2005. Coach Carter came out in 2005. Samuel Jackson's the star of Coach Carter. He plays Coach Ken Carter. He, like I said in the beginning, he wants to see like young like kids make it out the hood. It takes place in Richmond, California. He wants to see like young kids. He wants young kids to make it out the hood and just succeed in life. He wants to see kids go to college because the kids that go to Richmond High School, it's like little percent, like little percentage of the kids make it to college, and a large percentage, if I'm saying this right, they either wind up in the streets or dead. Like it's very sad. So so the movie starts out. The movie starts out. The rich the Richmond the Richmond Oilers. They're playing a basketball game. They're in the basketball game. Their streak is trash. Their streak is trash. Like last season they only won like 4 games, like out of like 13 maybe or 20. Yeah, so they're playing the basketball game. They're like a troublesome, rowdy basketball team. They they suck at like teamwork. Their teamwork skills is trash. Like they don't pass. They don't pass. They always get into fights with the other team. They're just troublesome team with like no guidance. With no guidance. Then Ken he attends the basketball game, and he sees that the team is losing. He sees that the team is losing. Like everyone's arguing. They're arguing with the opponents. They're getting into fights with opponents. And I forgot the team that they faced in the beginning. But one of the stars, his name is Ty Crane. He's like the next in the movie. They say he's the next LeBron James, and this man is cocky as hell. Ty Crane. Ty Crane was cocky as hell, but it was good. It was like destroying the Richmond Oilers. They say he's the next LeBron James. He's like cocky as hell, like LeBron James. Like I'm the only Ty Crane. Like he said it with his chest. Like I'm the only Ty Crane. He was like locking them. He was shutting the Oilers down. Then they get in the fight. Ty Crane was like talking shit, and him and Junior Battle, who I will talk about in a minute. They get into a fight. They're like rivals. So they had like the Oilers had to forfeit the team. I mean, forfeit the game. The Oilers had to forfeit the game, and Ken was just like shaking his head, and he noticed that his son, who's played by Robert Richard, I will talk about Robert Richard in a minute. His son was he was on the opponent's team. I forgot the team's name, but he didn't get a chance to play. He didn't get a chance to play. So they're in the locker room. The Oilers, they're in the locker room. They're pissed off and they're getting an argument. Like what? They're over here saying like, yo, Ty Crane had y'all locked. Ty Crane had y'all locked all game. Then Timo Cruz was he's just the instigator. He be instigating throughout like the first half of the movie, like the beginning of the movie. Timo Cruz was just talking shit to Channing Tatum, who I will talk about these characters in a minute. Yo, they get in the argument. It's like the Oilers. The Oilers, they, they just don't know. They don't know how to like to work as a team. They don't know how to work as a team. So Ken Ken accepts the offer of being the new basketball coach. Ken he accepts the offer of being like the new basketball coach. The Oilers need a new basketball coach. The old coach had enough with this team, so he passed the baton to Kenyon, and he accepts being the coach. So now, Samuel Jackson's a coach now. Coach Carter, he's a coach now. So he writes up a contract. He writes up a contract that the team needs to honor. Like before, the team needs like a 2.0 grade point average in order to like to play basketball. So he changes the the GPA. Yeah, the GPA, I believe. Yeah. So he changes it to 2.3 instead of 2.0. Now, the parents were livid, which I will talk about in a minute. The parents were livid, even the players. So so now we fast forward to practice. So so Coach Carter, he introduced himself to the players like how you doing? I'm Coach Carter. Team was not even like listening. They're all doing their own thing. They're all doing their own thing. They're like playing basketball. They're like goofing off, and they just being smart Alex, being rude to him for no reason. Then Worm, who's one of the players, he was like he said something like, "Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you from that big black ass head you got," or something like that. Then Coach Carter fires back, I'm like, oh, that's real cute with that. He said that's real cute from that jump shot you missed like the other night. Yo, Coach Carter always fires back with the jokes. He always fires back with the jokes. So now Coach Carter got the kids' attention and he passes out the contracts. He passes out the contracts to the kids. The players are looking at the contracts. I'm like, yo, like, what is this? Like, what is this? And Timo Cruz, who's one of the Timo Cruz, Rick Gonzalez, he plays Timo Cruz. Timo Cruz is like this hot-headed, bright. He's this it's like he's bright, but he has baggage. He's like this hot-headed like kid that needs guidance. Like he sells drugs, but he wants to get away from the street life. He really want to get get away from the street life. So Timo looks at the contract and then he starts like bad mouthing to Coach Carter. Like he says something like, "Are you some churchy preaching nigga with a suit and a tie?" And Coach Carter, he doesn't like the players. He doesn't like the players, especially like black men. He doesn't like the word. He doesn't like the use of the word nigga. So so he makes it clear not to say that word. So Timo Timo just starts being rude. He starts being rude, being just extremely rude, being a smart aleck, and he's like, sir, can you believe this uppity nickel, sir? Then Coach Carter, he just had enough. He just had enough of Timo. He was like, okay, Mr. Cruz, like, leave my gym. Like, leave my gym. And Timo was like, for what? Then Coach Carter continues to say, like, leave my gym before I throw you out. And Timo was like, or what? You're gonna do what? Like, do you know who I am? Like, I will lay your ass out. Like, I will lay your ass out. You don't know me. Then Coach Carter just continues to look at him like, I know who I'm talking to. Like, I'm talking to a scared individual that wants a cry for help. Then Timo was like, all right. It looks like he was about to leave. Then he just goes and tries to like punch Ken. He tries to punch Coach Carter. Then Coach Carter just grabs Timo and just like grabbed him by his shirt and just grabbed him to like I think it pushes him to the other side of the gym and but he just pushes him against the wall. And Timo's like, get off me, get off me, like teachers are not supposed to be hitting students. And Coach Carter was like, I'm not a teacher. I'm the new basketball coach. Then he pushes him. Like Timo was like, this ain't over. This ain't over. Then once all the players see what Coach Carter did to Timo, I'm like, oh snap! Like this guy means business. Like this guy means business. So I better get my stuff together. Then then you see like a couple more players like leave once Coach Carter starts to like go over the contract and two of the players like the leading scorers from last season they leave. They leave. He's like, man, I'm not feeling this contract. Like, this is high school basketball, not the NBA. Like, like you call me once, you find the real ballers. Then, then what's his name? Kenyon. I'll talk about Kenyon. I'll talk about Kenyon in just a second. He was like, man, there goes our two leading scorers from last year. Then Coach Carter was like, I guess you guys will be the new leading scorers. So now you see in the beginning they don't play much like basketball. They don't like go over plays during practice. They Coach Carter, they make them kids run. They make them kids run. So that's pretty much the beginning. That's the beginning of Coach Carter. Then you'll see like if one of the kids that give like Coach Carter like attitude, he'll make them kids do suicides and push-ups like from 200 from 200 to 500 sit-ups or like 1,000 suicides. So yeah, Coach Carter was all about respect, man. Like you're gonna respect me and you'll get the same in return. So let's talk let's talk about some of these characters. I talked about Samuel Jackson. He plays Coach Carter. He's a coach, and he also owns a like a he also owns Coach Carter also owns a sports clothing store, and so yeah, that's Coach Carter. And Robert Richard, who was in 101, who was Arnez. He's in the movie. He plays Damian Carter. He plays Coach Carter's. He plays Ken's son. So Damian Carter, um, he leaves his like private high school to he transfers to Richmond High School. He plays for the Richmond Oilers now. Coach Carter was like, just because you're my son, you're still going to get the same treatment. You're still going to get the same treatment. Damian Carter was really smart. He had a 3.0 GPA or 3.5 GPA. So in his contract, he had to like maintain a 3.7 contract to play for the Oilers. So just because you're the daddy's son, you're still You're not gonna get some special treatment. So he's gonna like earn every he's gonna earn every playing time. He's gonna earn every playing time. Like say no like free ticket, you know. Everybody pulls their own weight. And Rick Gonzalez, who plays Timo Cruz, he was like this. He was a Steph Curry before Steph Curry. He always be like shooting threes. He always be shooting threes instead of like making a layup. But but now, um, I'll talk. I'll talk about some of these characters. Rob Brown, he plays Kenyon Stone. He's like the captain of the team. He's the captain of the team. He has an interesting story. He has an interesting background story. He's the captain of the team, and also he deals with trials and tribulations as well. Like he he really wants to go to college. He has a good GPA as well. He has a good GPA as well. He's really good in school, and he also um has a girlfriend who he also has a girlfriend. Ashanti is his girlfriend. Ashanti plays Kira. So he has a pregnant girlfriend. He is a teenager and he has a pregnant girlfriend. So he's really focusing on like trying to make out the hood and trying to go to college, and he's just trying to like figure out like how I'm gonna take care of my pregnant girlfriend and still like go to college. And Kira, she's all hyped about, oh, I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna, my baby's gonna need this. I'm gonna need that, and she really doesn't have like a game plan. She really doesn't have a game plan, and and Kenyon is just trying to like put some like just put some reality in her head. Like he doesn't even know if he wants to be a dad. He's all about basketball. He's all about basketball, trying to like go to college, and Kara just like kind of like frustrated because he's not putting her first. He's not. He's She thinks he's not putting her as like a priority, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so some of the characters. So going back to like to the beginning, so they have like a press conference, a parent teacher conference, and the parents are like pissed of the contract. The parents are like pissed of the contract. Like, yo, they don't approve of this contract. Like, how they're like, you expect you expect my kid to have maintain a 2.3 grading, a 2.3 GPA, and you want them to like wear suits and ties at games, at like game nights and stuff. And Coach Carter was like, yo, there's a Salvation Army store like down the block that sells like ties and button up shirts for like $5. Like he was like, how hard is that? Like and the parents was like low they're like getting offensive. They were just pissed about the whole contract. And one of the parents was like like what do you mean? Like you think I'm too cheap to buy my kid this shirt and tie? Like, what are you trying to say? You think I'm like you think I can't afford stuff? So yeah, so that was pretty much like the parent teacher conference, and the principal, the, the principal didn't agree that that contract as well, and she kept telling Coach Carter like, "Yo, you're supposed to be you're supposed to be a teacher. Like, I mean, you're supposed to be a coach. Like, your job is to win basketball games." And Coach Carter fired off. No, Coach Carter fired back and was like, she said that he set that principle straight. Like your job is to like get these students into college. Like I suggest you do your job. I mean, he ain't wrong. I mean, he ain't wrong because that school was just failing altogether. Like they're in a rough neighborhood. They're in California. They're in Richmond. They're in Richmond. The neighborhood wasn't decent. Like I don't know too much about Richmond. I'm not from there, so who am I to speak? You feel me? So now the season starts. The season starts, and they start like winning basketball games. They start winning basketball games, and you can see Timo in the two players that walked out. They're in the bleachers. They're just talking. They're just talking trash. They're just talking mess. They're just throwing salt. They're just salty. They're just being salty because they're not playing. Because they're not playing, and they're just seeing the team win for once. This- So now we see Timo. We see Timo. He's You see his background story. He sells drugs. He sells drugs with his cousin, and like after the game, the players like they walk out the block, and Timo just being Timo, just talking trash, and he was like, man, he was like, that was like the worst. That was like the worst game, the longest game I ever watched in my life. He was just being salty because he was in there like in a game with them, and he just soon as the players like leave, Timo starts like just having second thoughts. I'm like, man, like what am I doing? Like this street life is not for me. You know. So now the next day during practice, Timo comes back. Timo comes back and he asked Coach Carter, like, yo, like, what do I have to do to play? What do I have to do to play? And Coach Carter was like, man, sir, like, you don't want to know the answer to that question. Then Timo was just standing there. He was just standing there, like, I'm serious. Like, what do I have to do to play? Finally, Coach Carter was like, before you can play on this team, you owe me 1,000 push ups and 500 suicides or something like that. I could have had it mixed up or the other way around, but he had to do so many suicides and push-ups by Friday, which was impossible. So now, so now he's like trying to do these push-ups and sit-ups, and you can see he's tired and his shirt's all sweaty. Like man, and now Coach Carter's like, you know, thinking of thinking plays, having the players just run plays, and he's creating plays. Like each play, he talks about he has a story. He says he has like 12 sisters or something like that. All them plays. So he like nicknamed the plays like this play is going to be Karen. This name is going to be Victoria. I'm just like thinking names up top. So, but you know what I'm talking about. So now they're running plays, and Timo's over here just trying to do these sit ups and push ups. And Coach Carter goes to him like, "Give up." He's saying to Timo like, "Give up. Like it's impossible. Like what's your deepest fear? Like what's your deepest fear? Like what's your deepest fear?" He keeps saying it. Like he keeps saying it. Now we see that the team is starting to feel themselves. They're starting to win games. They're they're getting better as a team. They're working better as a team, and they're starting to win more games. They're like undefeated. And keep in mind the contract. The contract states like they have to like do their homework and they have to maintain a 2.3 um, GPA in order to like to play for the team. So we'll talk about that. So now it's Friday. It's Friday. Timo is short on some push-ups and on some push-ups and um suicides. So Coach Carter was like, leave my gym. And Timo was just shocked. Timo was just shocked, like, yo, like I did all these push-ups, like I did all these suicides, and that's still not enough. So now Tanny Chandum, um, Tanny Chandum, Channing Tatum, Channing Tatum. I'm sorry, Channing Tatum. He he offers to like do a sit-ups, or I mean push-ups and suicides, and he was like, "We're all a team. Like one person struggles, we all struggle." Like that was like one of like that was a deep scene. Then we seen like everyone do sit-ups and push-ups and suicides for Timo. So now they're a team. Now they're working as a team. Like if one person struggles, they all struggle. Like they all have to like pick up the slack. So now we see them winning games and they're feeling themselves. And I believe in one game, in one game they were like showboating. They were like showboating, talking trash to the other team. They were like showboating and talking trash to the old team. And and Worm was like, yo, yo, Kenyon, like, yo, strike a pose, like, strike a pose, and we see Timo making these like wide open, like, Timo was just making these like crazy threes instead of like going like making a layup to the basket, like making a layup. He's just shooting threes, and he's lucky he makes them. And Coach Carter was like, man, like next time you do that, I'm a bench you, like I'm a bench you. So now the next day, Coach Carter starts to like mock the team of their actions, like woo, like yeah, like that was me, like yeah, that was me, like I did that, like I did that shit, like the players was like, yo, like what is going on with this man? Like what is going on with this man? Like they're like practicing and they're like making shots, and Coach Carter was like like woo, like I did that. I I made that shit. Like I made that shit. And Worm was like making a joke, like, hey, yo, coach, like your shoes untied. Then coach was like looking at his shoes, and he act like he's tying his shoes. He act like he's tying the shoes. Like, yeah, I did that. I did that. He said, yeah. I tied that shit. Like I tied that shit. He's like, yo, give me a high five. Like I but yeah, yo, coach was pissed. Like, what is going on? Like, what the hell is going on? Like on this team, we do not showboat. Like, we do not like showboat and talk trash talk. And he made them players go do sit ups and push ups and suicides. So I really admire Coach. Ah, I really admire Coach Carter for that because he just teaches like real fundamentals. Like it's cool to win basketball games, but at the same time, like have class. Like you don't have to like showboat and all that stuff. So the team continues to win games. I really like their chant they be doing like, yo, rich rich what? Rich men. Rich what? Rich men. Yo, I should have said that in I should have said that in the beginning, like rich what? Rich men. But since yeah, the team starts to like win more games, they're like undefeated and they get ready for like a school dance and um Kenyon and Kyra Kenyon and Kyra they have like a little fallout because Kenyon Kenyon is not ready to be a father like I said in the beginning. Kenyon's not ready to be a father and he's he's just worried about trying to get out of the hood and make it to college and trying to go for basketball and Kyra gets frustrated. She gets frustrated and now she kind of like distance herself away from Canyon. So now they have like a little fallout at the dance. They making themselves jealous. You know how couples are. But now after that, we see Coach Carter. Um, he like he walks through the hall and he sees um Lyle in the hallway like flirting with this girl like yo like Mr. Lyle like what are you doing not in class? I'm like, "Oh, like this is Brittany, sir." Like he tells him like get your ass in class. So he kind of sees the players like fall off like not focusing in school, especially junior 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 battle. He like skits class, like he don't go to like biology class. So now like during like one day during practice, he kicks he suspends Junior for like for some game like couple of games, and Junior gets pissed, man. Like he gets pissed. Like he tells him straight, like you signed a contract. Like you signed a contract, you have to obey my rules. Like if you do not go to go to school, I mean if you do not attend classes, do your work, like you do not play. So he just storms off the gym and he Coach Carter let him know like if you leave this gym, just know the repercussion, just know the consequences you will have to deal with. So he looks back at Coach. He looks back at King like watch me leave this gym. Like watch me leave this gym. So he leaves. Then when Coach Carter was like working at his clothing store, Junior's mom comes in and tries to like talk with Ken like, hey, like I'm not here for no sympathy. Like I get where you're coming from with the contracts, and she tells a story about Junior's brother being killed, and she tries to like beg Coach to like put him back on the team, and he tells her like I gotta hear from Junior's I gotta hear it out of Junior's mouth. Like I gotta hear it out of Junior's mouth. And she was like, "Oh, he in the car? Like he in the car?" And then Junior apologized to Coach Carter, like, I'm sorry how I acted in practice. Like, I'll promise to do better in school. Then Coach looks him in the eye, like, man, somewhere in my heart, no, somewhere in my gut feeling that I'm making a huge mistake. And he was like, no sir, like, no sir. And Coach was like, before you could play another game, you owe me 500 sit-ups and 1,000 suicides. And they must be completed by Friday. Like, yes, sir. Like, yes, sir. And Junior's mom was like, you'll do every last one of them. Like, you quitting the team like you quitting rent. No, you quitting you quitting the basketball team like you pay rent. Like I don't know who you think you are, but shoot, like I pay the bills. Like I pay the bills. I put a roof on your head. But yeah, so that's like the middle. That's the middle of the movie. Then they like win the tournament. Then after the tournament, then that's when the movie like that's when things go downhill for the team. That's when the that's when the team starts to go downhill. Everyone's slacking off. Everyone is failing their classes. Some of them are passing, but like majority of the team are like failing their classes. And one day, coach like receives like transcripts of the grade of the grades the team is are getting, and he's just livid. He's just pissed. He's just pissed. He throws not the transcripts, the grades, and like the report cards. He throws the report cards, and he just pissed. So he decides to like lock up the gym, a lockout. He put his foot down, and he was like, "We're not playing another game. Like we're not playing another game until everybody's grades are on point." So everybody and their mama, they're pissed. They're pissed. So they're like forfeiting, like they had to like forfeit a couple games and stuff. They were like undefeated. They're undefeated. Then Timo, he quits the team. He quits the team. It was like, man, this is BS. Like all them push ups, all them push ups, all them suicides I had to do. Like all them sprints I had to do, like I busted my ass for the team. Like this is BS. So he quits. He goes back to the streets. He goes back to the streets, and then like the lockout was the lockout made it to the news. Like they made it to the news. It was that big. It was that big. Like the news had to like cover the story. The news had to cover the story, and it was getting to everybody, man. It was affecting everybody. So now we see Timo. He's back in the streets. He's back in the streets, and then he sees his cousin. He see his cousin get murdered. His cut like he was doing drugs with his cousin. Then a drug deal went bad, and he sees his cousin get murdered. So he goes to Coach Carter's house. He goes to Ken's house. He's like, "Yo, they kill they killed my cousin. They killed my cousin. I don't know what to do." Then he breaks out crying, and he like Ken like hugs Timo, like, man, everybody, like it's gonna be all right. Like it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Then Timo rejoins the team, and now the lockout's still happening. Now we see um Ken having a talk with the team. Like we all talk about stats, right? We all talk about stats. Like let me break off some stats for your ass. He explains them like there's like a large percentage of like males, especially like black males, they either murdered or go to jail, especially in like California. He really wants he really wants his team to succeed in life. Like he really wants the team succeed in life, like go to college. So he let him know like from like day one, like I'm serious. Like I will like cancel basketball. Like I will cancel basketball so my boys can like succeed in life. And nobody like some of the parents weren't taking him seriously. So he discussed so he talks with the players like, man, like y'all gonna have to like get it together, prove like like prove them wrong, like break the barrier, like just defeat the odds, like show like just prove people wrong, like do it for yourself, like get an education, like that was a powerful scene. That was a powerful scene that I like really appreciate in that film. That's why I said, man, like Coach Carter is not only just a basketball. It's not just a basketball film. It's just a great film all in general. So now we see the players, they're studying, they're trying to get their homework done, they're trying to get their GPA up, like, but then there's like a press conference or like one of those type of conference. I don't know what kind of conference, like a board meeting. Um, they really want Coach Carter. They want Ken Carter fired. They want Ken Carter fired, and I think like with so many votes, if there's like certain amount of votes, they can get Ken Carter fired. So there's like only one person that voted Coach Carter to stay, which was the principal, because she was hating on Coach Carter from the jump. Like she didn't believe in Coach Carter from the jump. So, but now she's like all aboard. Like like she just now not like she's now rooting for the kids. Like yo, like keep that same energy. Like keep that same energy. Like that's why I hate about people. Like all these bandwagoners and like you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Like you didn't believe in those kids now that this was like mainstream, this lockout, now that this lockout went mainstream and all over the news, now you give a damn about these kids, like man, get the heck out of here. Like keep that same energy. Then you see like 12 other people voted, no, six other people voted Ken to be fired. So now Ken's fired. And then you see the players like uniting, like they came together saying like, "Yo, we're not playing basketball until we get our GPA up. Like we believe in Coach Carter's vision. Like we got stuff to do." So now they're uniting, they're working as one. So now their GPA is up. Now they end the lockout and they're going back to playing basketball. They're they're starting to win games. They're back to regular schedule program. They're back to regular schedule program. They're winning basketball. Now it's playoff season. Like in the beginning of the film, I keep forgetting what team they faced in the beginning. But now they have to face that same exact team. Ty Crane versus Junior Battle. So now they face off Ty Crane team. They're winning. By halftime, Coach Carter was like, "Yo, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Like, you're playing their game. You need to play y'all's game. Like, Timo, you like to hit them. You like to hit those threes. Hit that jumper. You like to hit. Like yo, Kenyon, like you got this. Yo, Warren, you got this. Lau, you got this. Damien, you got this. Worm, battle. Like you got this. Like show them your game. Show them Richmond's game. So now they come back. They come back. Now at the end of the game, they lose. Like they lose. Ty Crane hits the winning shot, and he celebrates. Like the team. They're in shock. Like man, like they, they it's like all the hard work. It's like all that hard work, and they lost it. Then Ty Crane gives Junior his props. Like yo, all love. Like yo, keep your head up, keep your head up. It's all love. So that's pretty much the end of the story. That's pretty much the end of Coach Carter.
I couldn't find Mr. and the coach.
Nobody's talking to you. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much Coach Carter. Before I talk more about Coach Carter and what I think about the movie and give it a rating, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. I believe this is the first review I've done about Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson is that guy, man. Like you cannot go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel Mother Jackson. You can't go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson. But as far as like sports reviews, go check out um Above the Rim review I've done with Rich Man Z, my boy Rich Man Z. Go check out my Above the Rim review. I also did like the We Got Game review. I discussed plenty of basketball movies like White Man Can Jump, Love and Basketball, Above the Rim, He Got Game a little bit. Go check that review out. Um, Also, go check out my Like Mike review. That's another basketball movie I've done. One of my favorite reviews I've done so far. Go check that out. So drop some comments, show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. So back to Coach Carter. When I first watched Coach Carter, this movie came out in 2005. I was in the eighth grade, I believe, eighth grade, ninth grade when I first watched Coach Carter. I liked Coach Carter. I liked it. I remember going to the movie theater. This movie was like 2 hours long. I'm like sitting in the movie theater, like, damn, this is a long ass movie. But as an adult, this is a great great movie. Like this is a great movie. I like the storyline. I like the background stories from each character. Samuel Jackson did really well playing Coach Carter. He was tough. He had tough love, but he cared about the players. He cared about the characters' like well being, like the players' well being. That's what I appreciate about Coach Carter. I really like this film. I love this film. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen Coach Carter, go check it out. Uh, Players are really funny. Worm was funny. I really don't care about the actor who played Worm, but the character Worm was funny. I like um Kenyon. I like Kenyon's story. Um Junior's story. Yeah, I pretty much like um everyone's story. Timo Cruz. I believe everyone can relate to these characters. Everyone can relate to these characters. It was just weird seeing Arnez from 101 being in a basketball movie, but overall, I think Coach Carter is like a great basketball movie. Not only just a basketball movie, I think it's a great film in general. Samuel L. Jackson really did a great job,
It's nice to be appreciated.
bro. Yo, Jerry, calm down. But yeah, Coach Carter really did a great job, and I think the pacing of the movie was good. There was not like any dull moments, not any like slow moments in the movie. It really kept me entertained. Like I said, everyone can relate to Coach Carter. Everyone has a story. Like it deals with kids being involved in the streets, um, teenage pregnancy, drugs, um, just just an average like an average life of a teenager, like a teenager trying to like a person trying to get ahead in life, but they're stuck in like in the circumstances they're in, like they deal with poverty or like low income. They're just stuck like in this box or in this place they're trying to get themselves out of. Like they're just trying to succeed in life, but the circumstances that they live, it's kind of hard, and they fall into like temptation. So I really appreciate Coach Carter. Even as an adult, I have like a strong, like large, stronger appreciation of this film. And how would I rank it with the basketball movies? Like, what would be my top five? Like, how top five favorite basketball movies? If I had to put Coach Carter in my top 10 like favorite basketball movies, I would put Coach Carter in my top five. Like, I would rank like what would be my top five like favorite basketball movies? I would put number one, White Man Can't Jump. Number two, Above the Rim. Number three, I might have to put Coach Carter number three. Then yeah, he got game, and um, what would be number five? Either Hurricane Season or Love and Basketball. That's all the basketball movies I can think of. And Glory Road. So I would definitely put Coach Carter in my top five, like favorite basketball movies of all time. And so yeah, that would be my top five. And if I had to like give Coach Carter a rating, if I had to give Coach Carter a rating, I would give it a like a 9.5. Like I love the story. I know it's kind of lengthy. The film's kind of lengthy. It's like 2 hours long, and it's just a well put together movie. Because some basketball movies be trash, like crossover, Uncle Drew. Some basketball movies be trash and be like all over the place. But Coach Carter was a great film to me, and I'll give it a 9.5. But if you haven't seen Coach Carter, go check it out. It's on Netflix. I believe it's on Netflix, or go on Amazon, get the DVD. It's a great film. And the soundtrack, I really like the music. I really like the music to like Coach Carter, and soundtrack was fire. The music was fire in in the movie. But if you haven't seen Coach Carter, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's a great movie. It's a great film to put in like Samuel L. Jackson's catalog, and you can't go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson. Like you can't go wrong. Samuel L. Jackson is that guy. It's either Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson. Like three starters. Like who you going to choose? Like who you going to choose? Samuel Jackson is just that guy. But that's all I want to say about Coach Carter. If you remember Coach Carter, if you remember Coach Carter, drop a comment down below in the comment section down below. Let me know what was your favorite memory from Coach Carter. Let me know what you love about Coach Carter. Let me know what you hate about Coach Carter. Anything about Coach Carter. Anything about Samuel Jackson. And also, what is your top five basketball movies? Like, how would you rank Coach Carter with like all the other basketball movies? Like, drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Let's get it. If you made it far through this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for tuning in by watching this video. I really appreciate it a lot. Thank you for hearing me ramble. Just thank you for just hearing me talk about just anything, just I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my reviews. Check out all of my work. Check out all of my skits. Drop some comments. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. If you have any more shows, movies, cartoons you would like me, GQ Jamal, to review, talk about, rant about in future episodes, just drop a comment down below. It's that easy. I'm going to say this in every video. A closed mouth do not get fed if you do not comment. So drop them comments down below. It's that easy. It's that simple. Like, what are you doing? Like, drop them comments. But I'm about to hop off this live. Once again, if you've been watching my videos from like since day one, if you watch 30 seconds of my videos or even like the full thing, I just want to say thank you again. I really appreciate it a lot. Like, yo, we're like 20 more episodes in to like 100 episodes. I really appreciate y'all just watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Like, man, like I do this because I love it. I love entertainment. I love TV. I love movies. I love cartoons. Like like I just love coming up on the camera, just talk about whatever I want to talk about. So check out more content from me in the future. But I'm about to hop off this live. Until next time, everyone, this is GQTV, and I am your host, yours truly, the one and only, your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am the man, GQ Jamal. Until next time, everyone, peace.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
And live in color.